Let's talk about the visual effects in James Gunn's comic book movies and how he continues to approach that with Superman. When it comes to directing comic book movies, I personally believe James Gunn has not missed. And I think the visual effects, more so than not, have been quite sufficient compared to other modern comic book movies. It always makes me scratch my head when I see modern comic book movies come out. I'm looking at you, The Flash, and the VFX are somehow worse than something that's come out in the past. It just doesn't make sense to me, because you would think technology has gotten better over time. VFX artists are being paid well, they're not being overworked, they're not restricted on time. But I think sometimes that happens and we see the negative result of that on the screen. And I just hope James Gunn continues to keep those same good practices that he's had on his comic book movies for the DC universe now that he is CEO. Here's what he had to say about how he approaches VFX. You'll see my films have always taken a different approach, and I've always given my VFX artist collaborators time to do their jobs properly and the respect they deserve. And the quality of the VFX in those films is uniformly great because of it, and because my friends at Weta and Framestore and ILM and more are amazingly talented. This is why we wrapped on Superman a year before release, and why they've been hard at work on many shots for months before that. This is why we start heartedly editing during the shoot. It's why I prepare so vigorously, and why we only shoot finished screenplays. And Supergirl, which I'm not directing, is being handled the same way. I can't praise the VFX artists that help us create magic enough. I love this. I love this attitude, and this attitude reflects in his movies, which is why I believe James Gunn will make us believe a man will fly again with Superman, the GOAT. I want to ask all of you, what's a comic book movie that has visual effects that blow your mind?